guys, welcome back to Learn Golf with Cassie. Today we're doing a driving range drill. We're going to focus on making sure that we turn the left side and the body works for us instead of letting the arms swing around us. So yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, thanks Cassie. Yeah, so as Cassie said, we're trying to make sure that this hip pushes away and brings the club down through the ball, but we are keeping the turn away on this left side rather than stopping. We get a good start, then we stop and we drop the club and throw the club there, but then can't get all the way around because this left side has stalled. Last week we did one where we got to here, worked the left hip away and then dragged it through. Drop into there. We're doing the same thing again, but this time when we get to here, drop it to here, we're going to only move the club by dragging it by the movement on our left hip pulling away. We're going to feel like the hands are ahead and the club head's behind, because Cassie has a tendency to throw and deliver the club too early, which flips it to the left, or if she does it too much, she opens the club face. So we're doing this. We almost feel like the club's getting delayed as we go round. And it'll only come here because the body's turned, the arms have nowhere else to go now. Now they can release. So the release is going to be there rather than there. So we're trying to solve that early release, which is killing us, by feeling this all the way around there and then release. For Cassie, that's going to be perfectly normal. We have to emphasize it to get the result. So it's going to be round, then we go down, really working that left side, and then we hit. That was dead straight, and for her it feels like a drag through. We've done the drop and drag, now we're doing the dragging, really feeling that left side turning all the way through rather than stopping and having the club release past the body. If we go down the line. Okay, so we went on the Rapsodo to go down the line, and this first couple were all shots that I was doing with really feeling that drag through on the left side, not trying to race the strike, not trying to really hit it, but really making sure that I felt that drag through on the left side. And if we actually go back and watch it slow-mo, okay, at this point I've started my transition to my left side. Hands drop. Shoulders haven't turned yet, but I'm starting to push away that left hip away now. You can see it. Left hip's really turned. The club's going round in a circle, round to my left. And it's only when it gets to about here that I feel the release. Now I'm not chasing that ball. This was an 8-iron, nearly 150 yards. Really just feeling that drill. If we go to one which I hit a little bit later, after a few swings. Releasing a little bit more at the strike. Let's go back. And again, takeaway's fine. All looking good. Start the transition now into the left heel. Hands dropping. Then the club releases as I drag round. And at strike, I'm not jumping off like Cassie does. Foot's getting dragged around off the heel as I get around the side. So it's a lot more round my body. And if we go back a couple more. Now, Cassie had a few, then she got a nosebleed. I carried on. You can see my numbers here. At this stage, I was hitting within 3 or 4 yards. 153, 150, 151, 151, 154. Then I started to releasing the club a little bit more. Let's have a look at that one. This now I was letting the club release at the ball. I was getting a little bit more height. Rather than just dragging through, now I was combining it with my normal swing. So we'd done the drill and then I was allowing the club to release a little bit more aggressively, and the swing was working out nicely. So that was a nice one, 158 with Cassie's 8-iron. Okay, so let's take a look at how Cassie did with the drill. Have a look at what it's looking at. Her first one's here. Since 110, speed 88. Not bad swing, not bad result. Let's have a look though. Is the goal of the drill being achieved? So it's a good takeaway. Club face staying 90 degrees to the swing circle. So all good there. It's got a little bit away from her body again with the elbow, but again we can fix that easily. Good transition to left side. Hands dropping. It's not too bad there, but look at her right foot right up in the air, but her left side is turning away. That's the goal. As the club releases, you see she's almost standing up, and this is why she has to reach down and throw the club down there. You can see the club's a little bit open at contact, but here this is where we want it to be dragging the club and the hands dragging behind the body as the body keeps going, but the body stalls at this point, and then the hands, you can see the hands have basically broken down and flipped, and at this stage the body's still at kind of halfway round, and the arms and the club have gone past and then finally dragged the body around to a finish. So the finish is all looking okay. Take a look at if later on she does a little bit better. The actual distance was increasing for sure. Let's take this one. Oh, this one's a really good smash factor, 142. Longest hit of the day, 114. Has got the drag a bit more. Okay, let's go back and check that out. It's all good here. Good move into the left side. Left side's moving. Hands have dropped. It's looking good. Okay, that's a much better position with the right elbow tucked in. She hasn't thrown the club down half so much there. So it's delivered a much better face position. Hands haven't broken down yet, but you can see they're doing that a little bit, still a little bit, that pulling the body around rather than the body pulling the hands through. So some definite improvement. We could see it with the data. Have a look at the last couple she does, see if she improves later on in the session. Cassie had a nosebleed in the middle, unfortunately, so she had to have a big break, so I hit quite a few balls. There's the shot. That was the longest one, in fact. Let's take a look at the slow-mo. We do like this function on the Rapsodo, being able to slow it down like this. Looking good. And the elbow's right tucked in there now. The hip's turning. She's still up on that right toe, which we want to improve a little bit. So there's a wee bit of throw, and still a bit of flip as she comes through, but I'd say that's an improvement, and definitely the data is supporting that. Anyway, it was definitely a useful drill, and one we're going to continue for a few more weeks yet.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Click the thumbs up button and subscribe. Bye bye.